All right, this is the all-region keyboard etude. You are not all required to audition at band camp on this etude, but I think that you're all, both of you, the people that I know are auditioning on keyboard, are both capable of playing this, and I know you've been putting time into it, so this will hopefully help you a little more with your practice. So, we're in the key of D minor. We have one flat. Expected to play a couple of scales in your audition. They will tell you that before. You'll play it with the pattern that I just played right there. It could be anything from your all-region list of major and minor scales. Anyways, we're in the key of D minor. We're at, looks like Andantino, and it's got it marked at 72. Whenever I think of this piece, I think of kind of mysterious and solemn sounding. Anyways, we start off with a D minor arpeggio. I personally play that left, right, right, left, right, right. And I kind of lead up to the B flat and beat 3 with my right hand and then alternate through the rest of it. And then hopefully I won't miss a note in the middle of that roll and accidentally glitch it. But anyways, we have that. Our rolls are tied over here, so we want to make them as connected as possible. Part of the reason why I play this etude, especially on marimba, is because there's a little bit of resonance happening behind every note I hit, as compared to a very staccato xylophone or the clinky bells. When I play this on marimba, it's easy for me to connect those rolls. So our rolls are connected with that slur, but then you'll notice we can give it a little bit of space going into measure 2 because there's not a slur or a tie over to measure 2. All right, so together with that whole measure we have. Okay, let me do that again with the met. That we try to make sure with all the rhythmic changes going on in this etude that we don't round the corners of any of our rhythms. We want them to be as accurate as possible, knowing exactly what that hand speed change feels like. Measure 2, we have a little 16th run. I personally, let me play through that to make sure I know what I'm doing with it. So I right, left, right, left, right, left, right. With that sticking, again, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And that gets me down to the low D, where I kind of do a double right hand. So right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Makes sense? And then we put both of those measures together. Actually, I'm going to finish throughout the next 2, and then I'll play the whole phrase. But we get through that, we're at measure 3, we go back to the little D minor arpeggio. And this time, when we go up to B flat, we keep walking up with it. And give that crunch with that C sharp. And then we have a little arpeggiation of D minor, again, going back down to finish off that phrase. Personally, I do a double left to make that arpeggio work. Alternate it, you could double ride it. There are many ways to skin the cat with measure 4. But anyways, that entire phrase, measures 1 through 4, sounds like this. The next little phrase I would say is measure 5, taking us all the way through measure 8. A big thing with this is knowing the different feel between the triplets and the 16ths, and then also those roll lengths. We have half note rolls and we have quarter note rolls, and it's just important that we know what is what. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to play these 4 measures straight through. a slur at the end of a roll going into something else, you can give it some separation. I'm not always doing the best at that, but you know what, we're trying. So I'll do that one more time. With most of those stickings, I can honestly alternate them. There's no need to do a whole lot of doubling there, especially since you're going in and out of rolls anyways. You might as well keep it as fluid as possible. One more time. 5, 2, ready, and. All the way to measure 9. 9 through 12, we kind of have this repeated sequence, as we would call it. You'll notice that every measure looks similar. You start off with an arpeggio of some sort going down, and then you're walking back up the board with a little stepwise sequence, okay? So we start off with a D minor arpeggio at 9, and it walks up that D minor scale there. Kind of sounds like In the Hall of the Mountain King. Then 10, we move that chord from D down to C. We have a C major arpeggio. Down to B flat, a B flat major arpeggio. Notice when we walk up that step though, you do not play magically an E flat in there. It is E natural. And then at 12, we do the same thing with an A major arpeggio, but it does finally end off that sequence back on D. Up. Yeah, and that one is quite, or it's not quite a stepwise motion. It's kind of half arpeggio, half stepwise going back up. So that entire sequence sounds like this. One more time with the met. It's important that we know that triple to duple feeling, that change from the triplets to the eighth notes, like so. Okay, and then at the very end of this last big phrase, we have repeated D minor arpeggios that run into some little roll things. And then at 14, it looks like we have a little 16th run. Okay, and again, we have more of those arpeggios going down in D minor. And then at the very end, we ritardato, slowing down to a little cadential line on D. So that entire last phrase, 13 to the end. Slow down at the end. Just a couple of things. The D minor arpeggio, I do double the left each time, and then I alternate into the roll. Okay, 14, I do left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and I think that sticking works. Yep, and then again, 15, double the left, and 16, I start that with my right hand.